A very good evening and welcome to Spennymoor Town. We're up in the northeast of England for a fixture that is as old as football itself. It's England versus Scotland schoolboys in the 2022 Centenary Shield. Should be an absolute cracker. I caught up with both the coaches before we get going here at the Brewery Field. Okay, Craig, welcome back to England for the first time in a couple of years. Really exciting fixture for you boys. I know you tasted victory the last time you had an away match against England. How much are you hoping for exactly the same again today?
You want to win every game, but I think any Scotland-England fixture obviously has a wee added feel to it, and we're looking forward to it tonight. Good start to the campaign for us. A bit disappointed with things in Dublin a couple of weeks ago, so we'll look to try and put things right tonight, and looking forward to it. Cracking venue, and here there's going to be a good crowd.
It's been fantastic entertainment, whatever we've seen from your guys so far, whether it be against Northern Ireland or the Republic. Goals are plenty, some brilliant saves as well. There's plenty of standout players in your squad, isn't there?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's good players in every squad. It's the best kids that are at school. In the 5 countries that take part. We've been really pleased with lots of aspects, and like you say, we've scored goals and some really good goals, and we know that at the back we've got an excellent goalkeeper, another excellent goalkeeper sitting frustrated on the bench that he's not had an opportunity yet, and hopefully he's not needed much tonight, and hopefully we can be a little bit more of a threat in the final third than we were in Dublin a fortnight ago.
The results around the table have been here, there and everywhere. What do you think that says about the strength and also the equality of the competition this year?
I think anybody watching it can see that there is quality, and I think it's competitive. It always is. I've been involved for 7 or 8 seasons now, and every year there is some real standout players, and you often see names and players in various countries that move on to the senior game. But I think from the point of view of what we've got this year, there's no doubt there's quality, and hopefully tonight our quality shines through.
Obviously defeat at the Republic of Ireland last time out. What do you have to do differently to get a win here today against England?
I think we were disappointed with aspects of our play over there, but ultimately it was still a really tight game, and these games are really tight. We didn't really make them work for their goals, which was a little bit frustrating. As I touched on already, we would look to be a bit more of a threat, a lot more of a threat going forward, and hopefully cause the English defence a few more problems and ask a few more questions than we did of the Irish guys. But I think that any of the games so far, even the game that we watched, the England Northern Ireland game last week, and for 25 minutes England absolutely battered them, and then for another 65 minutes it was almost like a complete role reversal. So tonight for us, it's about us trying to do what we can and playing our game and influence things, making good decisions, keeping a cool head, and hopefully the quality, like I said, that we have shines through. Really
looking forward to it, Craig. Best of luck. All right, Richie, I guess the first thing I should say to you is welcome home. I know this is an old stomping ground of yours. How pleasing is it to be back in this capacity?
Oh, it's fantastic, honestly. I mean, I've been waiting for 2 years for this. I was the one who started the conversation off, to be honest, over 2 years ago. So yeah, it's a fantastic occasion for me, the family. Spennymoor's at my heart. I spent 4 great seasons here, playing from 93 to 97, and then I signed for York City from here, so I must have done something good when I was playing. But yeah, it's a great club, and it's I literally live 10 minutes away from here. So yeah, I come here on a few occasions just to watch Spennymoor and support them. But it's a brilliant club on and off the pitch. The academy's fantastic, Andy does a great job, and I'm just really pleased that we'll be able to host a game at last here after 2 years. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's been somewhat. Richie, it's been a couple of years, obviously, not just since you've been in action here at Spennymoor, but also since England played Scotland. This fixture doesn't take much to get the juices flowing. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much so. This fixture's always one of the favourite ones to play in. Never mind watch. These lads will really thrive for the occasion because people say, well, it's the old enemy. It's they're all big games at the end of the day. I mean, if it's Scotland, Wales, they're all passionate. But to play Scotland at Spennymoor for me is a great occasion, and it should be a cracking game. Good game of football. Obviously we'll try and play in the right way. We can only control how we do, But yeah, really looking forward to the game.
And obviously your last fixture against Northern Ireland, a good win, but I'm imagining plenty of improvement you're looking for throughout the Centenary Shield, game on game. What are you wanting to improve coming into this one?
And number 17, Lucas Stenhouse.
Oh, last week was special. It was a really good game of football. I thought the first 30 minutes, the way we came out, we passed the ball well, we got in good areas. Obviously could have scored 2 or 3. You know, first 35 minutes until they scored, we dominated the game. We played really well on and off the ball. They didn't really create that much. Second half they came back into the game, and it was just a cracking game of football. It really was. And then obviously the pinch in the last minute. It was soul destroying for Northern Ireland, I know, but it was absolutely fantastic for us. It was a great win, a really good performance, and obviously delighted to go into this game with 3 points.
And Richie, obviously the table is so even at the minute, everyone taking points off each other, everybody winning, everybody losing. What does that say a little bit about the competition this year, and can you actually gauge anything from where everyone is at the minute?
Well, I suppose you can look at it in 2 ways. I think obviously we've had a great start last week, so you know, top of the league, 3 points. That could quite easily change tonight, but you know, our confidence and our self-belief, and just looking at that league table, I think it just inspires and motivates our lads a little bit more to actually stay top of that, you know, the top of the league. You know, like you said, there's people beating each other. That happens, draws, you know. But if we can just keep the momentum going tonight, and obviously going to next week with 6 points, that's a massive advantage to us. So yeah, we could have one hand on it next week if we perform tonight. So big game for us tonight.
Big game, really looking forward to it, and of course enjoy the night, Richie.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Huge game in prospect. It is always going to be against the old enemy. Here's the England team. Plenty of changes rung by manager Richie Alderson on what is a very, very special night for him. Keep an eye on the captain. Josh Stones is a prolific goal scorer. He's been down at Guiseley in the National League North. He is a big, big prospect for the future. As for Scotland, Craig Johnson with a big change up front. Ryan Mohammed is the big change in from the last game against the Republic of Ireland. The goal scorer in that one, Shay Riley, he opened the scoring in a 2-1 defeat. He keeps his place and will look to create from the number 10 position. So a real atmosphere building here at Spennymoor, and we are underway in the Centenary Shield. England versus Scotland. Great to see, and indeed here, such a big crowd up here in the northeast. And flying straight into the first challenge is Scotland. It's Lewis Gibson down the left-hand side. Down towards the byline he goes and wins the game first corner. Decent recovery in the end from England, but an early foray from Scotland and Lewis Gibson. Big boys up from the back. Bailey Klimoniak making a dash towards the near post, is in towards him. He gets the flick and it goes through to the far post, where John Binney has wasted the game's first opportunity inside the first minute, and it was a good opportunity. Really decent early opportunity this for Scotland. It's Klimoniak at the front post. It went all the way through everyone. And a decent early sight of goal. England's play out from the back. First touch of the ball for Stones, and then dashing through the midfield. Here are England, early chance for those in white now. Shot comes in and over the bar. And it was a decent chance as well for Alfie Dean. My apologies, actually, Bailey Hall on the left-hand side in the end. This game has opened up at a breakneck speed. And I think Bailey Hall will be a little bit disappointed not to hit the target. foray down the left-hand side from Lewis Gibson. This game has been as end-to-end as it could possibly be in this opening period so far. First 2 minutes, second Scotland corner. Get it in towards that near post and Clemoniec. England clear away. Loose pass from the Scotland skipper, Kenny McInnes. They're looking to get on with things. And a decent chance here for Josh Stones to have a run. Support in the middle from Dean and Hall. Stones forced backwards, gets a little bit of a clip, and wins his team the corner. Great crowd in here at Spennymoor Town. As you heard in the pre-match interviews, a place very close to Richie Alderson's heart. Still lives just 10 minutes down the road from here. Corner flights it in, a free header for Stones! And another big chance. Another big chance. Lovely ball in. And Stones just didn't quite get all of the header. There's a chance for England to go again. It's Bailey Hall who darts inside on his right. Scotland here can just get some semblance of control when proceeding. This is Shay Riley forward. And Mohammed doesn't win the throw, it will be an England ball. Nico Nanono Miller forward down the line. England come into this fixture 1 from 1. Trip away to Northern Ireland was successful last time out. 2-1 win secured in the very last minute through a goal from their number 9 and captain Josh Stones. Terrific game that was. And they've only played the one Centenary Shield fixture so far. Scotland have played 2. A victory against Northern Ireland, followed by a defeat to the Republic of Ireland last time out. The match just approaching the 5-minute mark here has only just started to threaten to slow down a little bit. It's been a relentless pace from these boys so far. Nanono Miller with the throw. That Stone's coming to receive it, but he loses it. Scotland look to get Mohammed on the run. That won't be difficult for Ashton Fox to see out. Flick on from Stones. Good touch of the ball. Lewis Laura in the centre midfield. Now for Liam Russell, the Scotland goalkeeper, has had a fantastic tournament so far. Saved a penalty and made several eye-catching saves as Lewis Gibson receives the ball again for Scotland, looking to strike one from range. Comfortable save for the England goalkeeper, that's Harvey Keogh. His first touch of the ball, and it was composed. Scotland have scored goals, but they've also scored fantastic goals throughout this tournament so far in these opening 2 games. Some really memorable moments created so far, hoping for plenty more tonight. Fox wants to go back to the keeper, but that was ill-advised with Mohammed closing down. Scotland throw. This is Harry Stephen. Scotland ball incoming. Stones flies into the tackle and gets around the second ball too, and round the third. Play will continue here, England on the break. Dashing down the right is Freddie Legg. Dinks it over the keeper and all the way through. Stones with a brilliant break, leg backed him up superbly. And England very close to being on the board. Great work from Josh Stones. Freddie Legg took over pretty ably. 2 goal scorers from their game against Northern Ireland combining. He's got some serious pace, as Freddie Legg. Sent forward by Liam Russell. Slightly panicked header in the England defence. Scotland will regain position here. Shay Riley jinking and turning. Is he fouled? No. Play continues. Not the most advised place to try and run things out, minds. Scotland eventually turn it over again. Slightly loose touch. Stone's going to get there. He is. And this is a big chance for England here. Stones has options to his left. Goes along. Off the post and out. And Scotland concede the corner. Well, Josh Stones has been a one-man wrecking ball up front for England schoolboys all season long. Such a dangerous striker. Great hit. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. And Scotland just pleased to get it behind. Corner flighted in. Stones again looking to get on the end of it. Scotland throw. This is Beerling dinking it forwards. And finally, Scotland can clear their lines. Whistle's gone here. So let's have another look at the chance for Josh Stones. Tremendous run. Only one thought in his mind. And I dare say Kenny McInnes had his heart in his mouth for a second there. The Scotland captain who threatened to put through his own goal. Swung out to the far side. Gibson showing for it. Here he is. A bit of room here. What about the shot? Did Michael Beagley. Shay Riley won't think twice. Shot was scuffed rather. And Lorimer out to the far side. Receives it back, Lewis Lorimer. Shot from range is ambitious, to say the least, from Michael Beagley. But a reasonable attack from Scotland, who just try and keep England penned in their own half. Great local turnout from those in the northeast. International football at Spennymoor Town, plenty. I've been waiting a very long time to see this. This is Legg with a bit of room. Tackle comes sliding in from Harry Stephen, and it was a good one too. Another England corner on the way. Third of the match. As Josh Stones prepares to make another impression in that Scotland 6-yard box. Decent header away. Scotland don't complete the job. Jack Bates squeezes it back in. And we'll get another go at it. Not much room to operate within. And Scotland will just take a concession of another corner. Decent play from Jack Bates again. He was the architect and chief of England's first goal against Northern Ireland last week. Thrown long into the area. Stones looking to get on the end of it, and Scotland can work this away. England look comfortable enough at the back, and Harvey Keogh can build from there. This is Beagley. No way through for Shea Riley. Josh Stones looking to get on the end of this. Keeper comes and doesn't get there. And the flag has gone up. Stones just offside. Goalkeeper will take some beating tonight for Scotland. Craig Johnston blessed with not just one but two excellent goalkeepers. Now Freddie Legg can get on his bike again down that right hand side. Bates. Stones pulling wide. Chance to squeeze in the cross. That's a big tackle flying in there. That's the England versus Scotland that we know and love. Alfie Dean, no holds barred. Nothing held back. It is England versus Scotland after all. And that is absolutely what Richie Alderson will be expecting of his boys. There's a Scotland free kick. Decent switch of play that from Klemoniak, and this is Shea Riley. Inside onto his left foot. Mohamed holding it up well. Takes a shot on, comfortable save for Keogh. Away by John Binney. This is Beerling, dinked through the gap and turning there. Here's Alfie Dean. He couldn't quite connect the pass out to Freddie Legg on the far side. Long angle ball again, looking for the runner Shea Riley. He'll get there. Support arriving from Michael Beagley. McInnes can turn. Finds Lorimer. Space out on the far side now. The cross will come in from Matthew Strachan. Decent one it was too. Gibson trying to squeeze it back out there to Strachan, but England can snuff that out. Back comes Scotland again. Controlled well, and a chance maybe for a shot for Beagley. Thought against it. Pass cut out, now England can look to break. Late challenge. It will be an England free kick. No doubt about that. Foul was pretty clear cut. Bailey Hall feeling the full effects of an England versus Scotland game. Here he is. Looking for a way to turn inside. Mohammed beaten to it by the industrious Jack Bates. It's a poor clearance, and England can pounce upon it. It's Fox forward, looking for Stones, trying to break the lines, but doesn't quite stick. Shea Riley's got a bit of room to run into here. Bit too easy to take it off in mind. England can look to work their way out. This is Beagley to a little bit of room. Well positioned was Beerling. Josh Stones well marshalled on that occasion. Beerling cuts it out in the centre of midfield. Stones around the corner, looking to again link up with Alfie Dean. Scotland should be able to get this out of harm's way pretty well, and in fact it's fallen all the way through to Ryan Mohammed, but he's offside. Well, these England players were subject to a pretty lengthy trial selection process, all put forward by their respective county FAs to represent the national team. And then regional trials were followed by national trials, and eventually a North versus South fixture in which 18 got taken forward to represent the national team. Some brilliant players who didn't make it, these lads who did, all very proudly representing their country. First time the Centenary Shield has been going at all since 2020 or 2019 in full. 2020's edition was obviously curtailed. Last time England and Scotland schoolboys met was in 2019. It was England who got the win, 2-0 up in Scotland. And last time Scotland made the trip down, it was successful for them. A 2-0 win down the A19 at Booth and Crescent in York. No players still standing in the England schoolboys team from that fixture, but the two coaches will remember it well. And considering the breakneck start from both these two sides, the last 10 minutes has just simmered down a little bit. Could have had quite a few goals in the opening 6 or 7 minutes, but since then it has just slowly faded into a little bit more of a pattern. Flick on is a good one from Stones. Maybe a chance for Bailey Hall to try and set something up. Fires the cross in. Scotland should be able to deal with it. Kenny McInnes get things away. That's a nice ball inside for England to reset with Joe Paradise. Matty Dobson making himself available from right back, but Scotland shepherd that one away. Scotland just taking a chance there. It's paid off here. And Shea Riley has room, and Mohammed can get set up. Again, keen to strike it. Didn't get much on it. This is Gibson on the far side. Gibson with the curling strike and a comfortable save for Harvey Keogh, who watched it all the way. England can break here, and finding another pocket of space is Alfie Dean. Just played that a little bit quick. Eager to get Josh Stones on the run. Bates with the ball forward. That Bates leg connection was lethal against Northern Ireland. England will be hoping to utilise it plenty in this match. Liam Russell clears his lines, and Scotland can get themselves up the pitch with Shay Riley. Bit of room for Scotland to open up. Gibson lets it run, and he's given Matthew Strachan a decent chase. And Scotland will win the throw. Sent in by Strachan. Away by Paradise, and now Josh Stones can get himself on the run again. Needs a bit of support, looking for the big switch of play. And he'll reach this. Well, Jack Bates, well up in this attack. Needs a bit of help. Nice idea. Not quite the execution that Bates would have been looking for. Stephen harassed by Josh Stones. Scotland encouraged to get on with it. Forward come England again, and here's a chance. Into the area goes Bailey Hall, and Klemoniak across. And had to be. Good bit of defending in the end, as England win their fourth quarter of the game. Sent in, goalkeeper did well, and he's won a free kick for his trouble. There's Liam Russell. And he was put right underneath his crossbar, and he did well. The young man saved a penalty in the last fixture against the Republic of Ireland. He was heavily involved in the win against Northern Ireland as well. A man from Queen's Park FC's academy. Opposite number, Harvey Keogh. It's a little bit wasteful there from England. Turning is Bates. And this is Stones. Bates can take over. Stones wants it in behind, here he goes. Across the face, and a great save from Liam Russell to deny Alfie Dean. What a fantastic stop that is. Another England corner. They're starting to mount up. Ryan Mohammed currently getting a talking to as he looks to shepherd Ashton Fox. Joe Paradise making his way into the middle as well. It's towards Paradise, and a really important header in there from Klemoniak, I think it was. This is Legg looking to find room. Can he shape it across? He can. It's just a little bit too high for Stones. There'll be a Scotland ball in the end. England's looking dangerous on set pieces. That was the earlier save from Liam Russell. What a good bit of goalkeeping it was to deny Alfie Dean what would have been a very, very good goal. That's a foul as the two captains collide. Josh Stone's not particularly liking that decision. Sent forward by Russell. Battling is Nanonan Miller and Shea Riley. And that stayed in. Well, play has been brought back. I mean, the whole of the ball did not go over the whole of the line there, despite the fact that it absolutely should have done. This is what can happen when you go to non-league pitches. In the end, it is going to be an England throw after all of that. Decent win from Harry Stephen. Something over his head on this occasion though, and Josh Stones will gladly give chase. Led by Russell. Legg gets his foot in. Ashton Fox can just step into it here and go unchallenged until he was challenged. Referee gives no foul. It's Andrew Kitchen, the man in the middle. There's Alfie Legg, Freddie Legg I should say. And Legg's going to win England another corner. Again, Paradise and Fox lurk on the edge of the box. They make their way towards goal now. It's again sent right under Russell's crossbar, and the captain delivers for England. It's Josh Stones who makes it 2 from 2. The man who got the late winner against Northern Ireland opens the scoring against Scotland. After half an hour, it's England 1, Scotland 0. He's threatened a little bit of this as Josh Stones rose highest. Got above 3 Scotland defenders. And look what it means to the young man from West Yorkshire. Has already scored in senior football for Guiseley in the National League North this season. And half an hour in, when your shirt looks like that, you look like a captain in an England versus Scotland game, all right. He's been everywhere so far, as Josh Stones, he's deserved that. And Scotland must come from behind. Something they've not been used to doing so far in the Centenary Shields. Forward come England once more with being at a crunching challenge. Foul given. Jack Beerling felt the full force of that one. I think it was Lewis Lorimer with the challenge. Yeah, it was. Not the cleverest tackle you're ever going to see. Andrew Kitchen looks relatively calm about things. Yellow cards coming out, I think, here. Ball was won for sure, but you could pick one of reckless or excessive force, really. You see there in the back of the shot, Jack Beerling still down. Felt the full force of it. Big night out up in Spennymoor tonight. Under the Friday night lights in the northeast. As England get us back underway, Jack Beerling is happily back on his 2 feet and already harrying in the centre of the midfield. It's a good touch from Gibson, who switched over to this near side. Will stay here is another question. Just for the time being, Lewis Gibson on this right, Shay Riley over on the left. Chance for Beagley to drive forward. Lorimer's going to take the shot on first time, and he almost clears the stand. Here's Nononan Miller. Gibson's going to be pulled back for that. Bates who's going to send this one forward, is it? No, just flights it across to the England centre-back, Joe Paradise. Here's Bates, who was looking to pick out his old mate Freddie Legg over on the far side. Final 10 minutes of the first half on the way. And England have a chance to break again. That pace goes Bailey Hall into the area. Bailey Hall across and a chance for Stones. Missed his kick. It'll break for Bates on the edge and Scotland block. Lorimer with an important one. England drive into the box again, and Liam Russell keeps it in bounds. Great break from Bailey Hall, who's been a constant threat down this left side. Decent chance at the back post for who England would have wanted it to fall for. Mentioned there was plenty of work done for these young England players who started off as trialists. 3 trial matches, and Josh Stones impressed so much he scored 13 goals in those 3 trial matches. And easy enough for the goalkeeper. This is Lorimer. Comfortable hit for Harry Stephen. Beagley can help it forward, and a decent chance here for Lewis Gibson to have a run. Smashes it across the face, past a huge amount of his Scottish strikers. He's looked a threat. Here's Lewis Gibson. Whenever he's had the ball, he's been a real danger. And Ryan Mohammed wins his team a free kick in a pretty dangerous position here. Lewis Gibson straight over on this one. Conference call with Bailey Klemoniak. Shea Riley fancies this. Good block from the England wall. Oh, and a chance. Josh Stones in on the goalkeeper. It's Stones versus Russell, and Stones delivers. England 2, Scotland 0. It's the captain at the double. And 5 minutes before half-time, England extend their lead in front of a joyous crowd in the northeast. But in truth, this one is a gift. Big header from Freddie Legg, but it's a replay that John Binney will not want to see again. It's composed finishing from Josh Stones, you have to say. Took it really, really well. Looks so confident in front of goal. Never a doubt he was finishing this. Great finisher, good in the air, willing runner, and leading from the front. Everything you'd want in a young player like Josh Stones. And England here are comfortable. Stones with the flick on. Leg gets to it. Back in field for Stones, who takes over. And that time, Binney was there to clear. Scotland might be able to break here. Gibson looking to get in behind Anona Miller. And Harvey Keogh makes that easy work. As we approach half-time, a breathless start to this game. The opening 7 or 8 minutes were as quick as anything you like, breakneck pace. But since it's settled down and since England have wrested control of this match, they have been the better side. Scotland thrived in the chaos. They created chances, created openings. And it's been England's half. Here's the captain, Kenny McInnes, for Scotland, looking to get them on the front foot. Header from Joe Paradise is only as far as Ryan Mohammed, who can turn onto his right foot. Challenge comes in, and Mohammed was late. England free kick. Frustration for Scotland. They'll feel for all of England's control. They've done a pretty reasonable job of limiting their chances. The 2 goals have come from poor defending at a set piece and a rather big defensive howler. They were avoidable. Dean looking to feed Josh Stones. He will not give this Scotland defence a moment's peace. Space again for Bailey Hall. Very good challenge, sliding in. Scotland will get the decision too. Harry Stephen holding nothing back. Decent looking run. It's a decent looking ball too to find Shea Riley. Dobson's got to be careful here. Dobson gets it away. England throw. That's nicely done. Play continues though. Advantage played. Shea Riley's passed a little bit loose, just showed too much of it to Nunona Miller. That'll be an England goal kick. Well, we are into first half stoppage time. And in fact, that will be that. Andrew Kitchen decides he's seen enough, and so too, by the look of that, as Craig Johnston sprints straight across the pitch to get his boys into the dressing room to discuss that first half. Can't imagine he'll be too happy, particularly with the 2 goals that were conceded. Scotland started very brightly in this one. England responded very well. And 2 fine finishes from their main man, Josh Stones, up front, makes the half-time score. England 2, Scotland 0.
Give me your cover.
And here are these first half highlights. That was the first real warning for Scotland as Josh Stones rose highest from a corner. This another excellent opportunity as Bailey Hall fired over when he might have done a little bit better. All of this, by the way, happening in the first 5 or 6 minutes. Josh Stones a constant threat and menace to the Scotland defence. That was his great work, and then it sent Freddie Legg on the charge, and another England opportunity in the early going. It didn't miss by much. This was the closest Stones came into his goal mines. Took the ball off John Binney fired the shot across the bows and away off the post, and Kenny McInnes. And again, Stones once again at the heart of things, teed it across. That was the best bit of work that Liam Russell had to do all half long. Closest England came to opening the scoring at this stage. Brilliant work from Stones again. And Alfie Dean would have thought he'd scored. But it was the first goal coming right on 31 minutes. Flighted in beautifully, and Stones just rose the highest. He had 3 Scottish shirts for company. And he rose above every single one of them. It was all a little bit simple for him. Goalkeeper Liam Russell rooted on his line. And no stopping that one. And you can see what it means to the England players, and you can see what it means to the England coach as well. Captain and coach sharing a moment. Richie Alderson has enjoyed his trip back to Spennymoor so far. The England manager who came up through the ranks here as an 18-year-old before turning pro at 22. Returning home with his England schools team that has been coaching for the last 5 years. It's been successful so far. Stones potentially could have got himself a second at that occasion. Again, excellent work down this left-hand side by Bailey Hall. And here's the second goal. It is one that John Binney will not want to see again anytime soon. Josh Stones was never missing this opportunity. Clinical in front of goal, and that is what Josh Stones has made a young career out of, the young man from West Yorkshire. There has been plenty of action in the Centenary Shield so far this year, not least last night. We are at Spennymoor tonight. Let's take a trip back though to yesterday's fixture. Republic of Ireland taking on Northern Ireland in a battle that had big ramifications for the top of the table.
Hello and welcome to McGinn Park in Buncrana, County Donegal, for our latest match in the Centenary Shield. Republic of Ireland versus Northern Ireland. Maybe a tentative start is the best way of putting it. It's a good ball into the box now, one for the keeper to watch, and it's spilled. McCullough, and he does score. Well, we were just talking about the start and what might happen, and Northern Ireland
the referee, he's got his flag up.
Are asking the question, and the flag is up on the far side. And that goal will not stand. Well, it's a let-off for Northern Ireland, and we'll bring you a replay of that in just a moment, but it was parried into the box, and McCullough was quick on the rebound.
Absolutely, he's a good player, McCullough, but Ian Brown will be very happy that the linesman put his flag. Oh, it's a handball, it's a blatant handball, it's a great call from the linesman.
So McCullough, who, through that handball that you've just watched back, had a goal disallowed now with a chance to rectify things from his point of view if he's allowed to take it, or will it be Ragged? Oh, wasn't far off.
Wasn't far away, but the wall done its job, you know. And just as you were saying, Frankie's record in this tournament is incredible. Up until the Scotland game, he hadn't lost in 24 games. Opportunity for Republic here though.
That is as they break away, and that'll hang nicely. It's a lovely shot, and just pulled wide, and Ragged,
great play,
with his head in his hands, because
great play.
He thought that was a real opportunity to score.
Absolutely, really good break from the Republic of Ireland. You know, two really talented centre forwards, and you don't have to ask Ragged twice to get a shot off. He certainly looks a top player for me. Great ball on as well.
Plays his club football at Shamrock Rovers. Halfway gone in the first half. As Northern Ireland takes strides forward, Whiteman, the most advanced player, but the cavalry arriving in the centre. Whiteman's made room for himself,
Brilliant.
and he's gone for the far post. It's taken a touch, and it's turned in. Kelly wheels away celebrating.
It's a brilliant goal. Aaron Whiteman, once you get him 1v1, anything can happen. He can take you on the outside, he comes on and is out. And the inside this time, a brilliant left foot. I think it might even be going on itself. But Patrick Kelly getting beyond the striker and getting a little deft header on it and just takes it away from Rhys Byrne. But this is what I'm saying, Northern Ireland have been excellent on the counter-attack. Quite happy to let the Republic have it. But what a fantastic goal. Brilliant from Whiteman again. It's just a little club. And Patrick Kelly just glances it on the far post. Fantastic goal.
He's finally been able to feature in this competition, and the two players who returned from the tournament in Spain link up, provider and scorer. Nearly robbed of the ball. Hockey being asked to thread
Good
that
play.
pass through, and he's done it. McFeely.
Oh, keeper's done great.
That's a very good save. Byrne spreading himself.
Again, good play.
Ball hasn't gone
Hasn't
yet.
gone yet. Still there. Goal kick.
Does eventually for the goal kick, but well,
Really good
you're
play.
the former goalkeeper. You talk us through this.
He was
one as
out
we watch
quick,
the
to be
replay.
fair. He didn't commit himself too early, but it's really good play. A good break from Northern Ireland again. What a way to pass. And to be fair, he's out and he makes himself back and makes a save. Oh, an
It's
opportunity
been
here.
lost. McFeely, his hard work has got him through. Does he have the pace to carry him through? He
Still
does.
there.
And the keeper
Yeah, excellent.
made himself favourite, didn't he?
Excellent.
That was aggressive in the right sense from Rhys Byrne.
Tag Walsh be a relieved man. His goalkeeper has bailed him out there. He's causing himself a problem here. It's an opportunity. This could
Kelly,
be a big goal.
Could it be two?
Oh,
the keeper's got a toe to it.
He's a lucky man, having made a couple of really good saves. His distribution has let him down there, and to be fair, Patrick Kelly has a great chance to put the Northern Ireland lads 2-0 up. But
That one just a bit ahead of Healy there, and Hockey had it sussed. And Brown.
it's good. Oh, not so good. This is a chance.
Well,
this is a chance.
Northern
Oh.
Ireland could
Has he
well be
got away
punished
with it?
here. They get away with it, and John McShane will be wondering what on earth.
And I think his change of tactics will really help him get more penetration in the final third.
That clearance did not work out for Northern Ireland, and the
Oh,
challenge
he gave a penalty.
is a penalty. Well, it was careless at the back from the visitors, and a dangling foot has been punished.
Especially so early in the half. It's only a minute and a half gone in the second half. Doesn't have to make the challenge, and he's definitely late. It looks as if he's definitely late there.
Official making sure all the players are outside the area. McCullough
Oh, he's just
squeezes it in, it's placed perfectly, and Ireland are back on even terms.
To be fair, he's took his penalty well. He's carried a wee bit of luck, but they started really, really brightly. Frankie Wilson would be absolutely going nuts on the sideline because, you know, having said all he had to say at half-time, to come out and give away something so soft, it'd be really frustrating for the Northern Ireland lads. But full credit to the Republic of Ireland, they've come out and started really well.
Brown got gloves to it, but the Galway United youngster put enough power behind it. Tosh looking to be more direct, hoping McFeely can get in behind, and did he take a nudge there? Well, the referee says it was shoulder to shoulder.
There. You know,
Well, we can just see this again. Sorry to cut over you, but let's see if there's anything in that at all.
oh, seen them given. I've seen them given.
You know, is he playing the man or the ball there?
I've seen them given.
That was the question that was asked. The referee said it was shoulder to shoulder. Free kick coming in. No touch there. Brown able to make the block in time. Well, that was very close to being turned in by Charlie O'Brien. Northern Ireland
Big
not
chance.
dealing with the delivery, and the defender getting his foot to it, but the keeper getting his body in the way. The Indy. Walsh.
Oh, in trouble here.
Lovely play.
He's
Walsh
gonna hit.
wants the shot, and it was always rising, struck with venom and purpose.
It's good play, excellent play. Good link-up play, steps on. Probably be disappointed he hasn't had the target, especially a breeze behind him. He just had to keep the ball down. That was a big opportunity for Republic to go 2-1 up.
On the books of Dundalk. Whiteman
Brilliant.
used his body there. He's got it to Kelly.
Excellent play.
And Kelly didn't have the room for the shot. Tosh does!
He's got to do better. He's unlucky, but he's got to go across the goalkeeper. Again, as I say, front three, that's exactly what you're looking for. Whiteman, Kelly, Tosh. But he's got to do better and go across the goalkeeper, in my opinion.
Really good build-up play.
Excellent.
The finish was missing here.
It's just took a little bobble, I think. It's just bounced up on him. That's who you want it to fall to. You want it to fall to Tosh. This is better, though. It's better.
Starting to have a bit more in terms of patterns of play. Whiteman surging on. He's been brought down. That's a penalty.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
a Stonewaller.
Does. I hate to tell you I told you so, but you get Patrick Kelly and Tosh and Whiteman on the ball, they make things happen. Don't want to be sitting on the edge of your own box. You want to give your talented front three an opportunity.
Short run up, sends the keeper the wrong way.
Very brave, Whiteman, very brave. Delighted for the boy, but the just shows you whenever you take a little moment to be composed and get into the final third with a bit of quality, people like him can make things happen. But from a Republic of Ireland's point of view, they'll be wondering how they're 2-1 behind, because they've been so dominant in this second half.
Well,
slight height advantage for the Republic of Ireland here.
Just a warning there about any shirt holding or pushing and pulling that might be going on in the penalty area.
Oh, he's got to beat the first man. That's the one where he's
Didn't beat the first
right.
man.
Oh,
that was left for Cruz.
Oh, he's got to score.
And he just couldn't hit it with the conviction that was required there. He did well to burst through the bodies, but it was a tame effort, and one that gave the goalkeeper Brown every chance of making the save.
There's two teams littered with really good players, so you know there's been nothing on the game. Just that little break went for Northern Ireland tonight in terms of the penalty at the right time.
Well, the Republic of Ireland away to England on the 8th of April, and then on the 21st away to Wales. And it'll be interesting actually, because John McShane played with the Wales manager in Bangor when he was a student at university.
Very good.
Which is one of the lovely little quirks of football.
Very good, that's incredible. Again, got to see this out. Last kick of the game potentially here. Goalkeeper's going up.
Well, could there be late drama? We were allocated 3 minutes. We've just gone past the 4th, and up comes Rhys Byrne, the Bows keeper, the Oaklands College student, is amongst those in the middle. This will be the last chance. Standing over the corner, Michael McCullough. They feel like it has to be a goal for them.
What a
it's
ball.
A really good delivery.
And
it's the keeper!
It's in!
Oh, would you believe
this
it?
Is incredible.
It is the keeper who scores.
Is it the keeper? Oh my goodness.
Well, they're all celebrating. It's been headed in. I thought it was Rhys Byrne. It'll hardly matter.
What a way to end the game. Again, Northern Ireland will be so disappointed.
Well, it might well be a Yinde. We'll see the replay again in a minute. Byrne was close to it, but the Republic of Ireland have levelled it.
I've said about the young lad and his deliveries all night, and by God, he's got that on the money in the last minute of the game in injury time.
He's going for it.
Oh, what a header.
Well, Byrne was up for it here. Let's see. This will give us a closer look. It's an own goal.
It's an own goal.
It just went past Rhys Byrne.
It's an own goal.
The last touch is off Oran McCart.
What
an own goal
to the game, Michael.
Well,
what
I mean,
an ending. What
that is
ending.
crazy. I thought that Byrne had got a glance on it, but unfortunately the dubious goals panel, having viewed that replay, will certainly say it's an OG.
It looks as if it's come off McCart, doesn't it? It looks as if it's an own goal, but look, both teams have put everything into the game tonight. A draw is probably a fair result.
Well, what a crazy finish over the Irish Sea last night. Scotland will be hoping for a little bit of something similar at this stage in the night. They trail by 2-0 to England if you are just joining us. We're live in the northeast from Spennymoor Town. Scotland have made the short trip over the border That man in your picture has been responsible for England's scoreline. They lead 2-0 at the break, all thanks to 2 Josh Stones goals. The young man from Shipley College in West Yorkshire, absolutely outstanding. 2 very, very good goals. Substitution for England has just been made. It's D'Amico Burton who's just been brought on. I'll let you know who's been taken off in just a sec when we get it. And Burton is a left back, and it's looked like that is exactly where he is headed himself. It's Scotland, of course, playing in the blue from right to left. It's Nico Nunonen Miller, the man who's been replaced for England. Straight swap at left back for England schoolboys. That's Burton's first touch of the ball. Confirmation of that substitute for you. As Josh Stones gives chase to his first loose ball of the second half. He is a relentless runner, Josh Stones. Forward comes Scotland. Shea Riley out there, and Burton is up to the challenge. Straight into the game and into the heat of battle. Over halfway goes Bailey Hall. And it will go Scotland's way. Be an England goal kick. Didn't see much in the first half of Freddie Legg. Really, really talented winger. Uses his size very, very well. He's the player who got the opening goal in their last match, their first match of the competition against Northern Ireland. Only surprise in that game was that it took 89 minutes for that man to get on the score sheet. Josh Stones, outstanding so far in this Centenary Shield. 3 goals already in a game and a half. And again, he will run the channels all day long for England, Josh Stones. And if you are just joining us, you'll notice a pretty full stadium here at Spennymoor Town. Great to see a big crowd under the Friday night lights here in the Centenary Shields. This is the Scotland goalkeeper, Liam Russell, who made one fantastic save in the first half. Didn't really have much chance with either of the goals. Here's Joe Paradise for England. Send his team forward. Stones underneath it, beaten in the air. So break here for Shea Riley, looking for Ryan Mohammed, and a decent foot in there from Ashton Fox. Strachan's ball into the channel was a semi-decent one. Paradise was there to block it though. Scotland throw. Scotland eager to get on with it. It's Beagley out to the far side. Shea Riley takes on Burton. Burton slips. Both players at the deck, and eventually it'll be Burton to run away with it and clear his lines. Manages to find Josh Stones too. He looks to get on the turn. Burton with the long throw down the line. Easy enough for Scotland to deal with. This is Bailey Klimoniek's long ball down the Scottish left. Dobson's touch only drops as far as Strachan. Gibson through the legs, can't get around the outside. It's really strong defending from Joe Paradise. Not the greatest clearance in the world though. Beagley. Now Lorimer. Squeeze through, decent chance this now. Beagley into the box for Scotland, teed back, big opportunity, big save. Harvey Keogh keeps Scotland out. It was the skipper who had the shot, Kenny McInnes. Here he is again. England don't really clear it. It's Gibson with the strike. Whistles across the England goal. Big opportunity for Scotland to get themselves back into the game. And it goes begging. Not quite sure how it worked its way through to Beagley inside the area, but once it did, this was a big opportunity. Relatively comfortable save in the end for Harvey Keogh. Pretty much straight at him in the end from Kenny McInnes. Just heard from the PA announcer here at Spennymoor. Thousands in attendance here tonight. Brilliant to see for a schools match. So far they've had a couple of England goals to cheer. Forward comes Scotland again. And a bright start to this second half. Greg Johnston will be pleased. Dobson into the challenge. Oh, that's a nice turn from Alfie Dean, who can spin. Got Josh Stones to his right. Bailey Hall to his left. Shot comes in! And Alfie Dean didn't need any of them. Scotland make the brighter start to the second half, but it is England who find the next goal. And what a goal it is from Alfie Dean. Young man from just down the road in North Yorkshire. Stunning goal for the young man from Harrogate. That's the sort of goal that he'd have gone to bed dreaming of scoring last night. All his own work, lovely flick around the corner, bit too easy to spin past Matthew Strachan, and once he did, eyes only for goal. That is fantastic. 3-0 England. And a long way back for Scotland now. This would take England top of the Centenary Shield table, 2 wins from 2. Took them on 6 points, still with 3 games to play. Northern Ireland have played 4. Just fantastic finishing from Alfie Dean. Sucker punch really from England. Scotland have started the second half really, really well. Similar really to the way they started the first. But the first real attack of the second period from England, and they've gone and scored an excellent goal. Scotland, who should have scored themselves not long before, left to rue that chance. Kenny McInnes probably still thinking about it. England throw. Chance maybe for Mohammed to get Scotland on the run, but a good challenge in there from Ashton Fox. D'Amico Burton can calmly work it back to his goalkeeper. It's Beerling for England. Rafi Dean again picking up space to drive at the Scotland defence. It's his leg. Leg shots! Whistles over the bar. Well, contrary to what a few of you might be expecting, England haven't won the Centenary Shield in a little while, even with the enforced break. Last won this competition back in 2017, a title they shared at the time with Northern Ireland. For Scotland, it has been an 11-year wait. Last won it in 2011. Unless they can put together a pretty remarkable comeback, that gap without the trophy is only going to get longer. This is Jack Bates. Stones on towards Bates again, and Scotland will get themselves a goal kick. Burton battling. It will be a Scotland decision. It'll be their free kick. Two subs being prepped to come on for Scotland. That's going to be a triple change for Craig Johnston. It's Lucas Stenhouse coming on, so too Gavin Hamilton. Didn't quite spot the third. The free kick gets swung in. Comfortable hold for Harvey Keogh. What a rather cynical trip from Clemoniec. Freddie Legg has stayed down there. Now is Andrew Kitchen just going to have a word with Bailey Clemoniec here. It's a rather cynical trip from the Scottish defender, a bit of a kick out. He had a card given in the end. A few changes for Scotland then. Shay Riley, one of those who's come off. And those changes confirmed in a moment. Go England again with Alfie Dean. Angled in towards the back post, a free header there for Freddie Legg. And couldn't make it count. And the three who've come on for Scotland, Gavin Hamilton, Jay Burns and Lucas Stenhouse, have got their work cut out. It's not going to be easy to try and row back this scoreline. Lamoniette looking for the big switch of play, cut out by Bailey Hall. England on the attack again with Stones. Driving at the heart of the Scottish defence, Stones still has it. Now it's Legg. Bates. Swings in the cross to the far post, no one home. It's Matthew Strachan for Scotland. Flying into the challenge was Gavin Hamilton. Then McInnes and Mohammed. And Stones on the run. Pace and power. Shot to match. Too much for Liam Russell initially to handle, but he got around it eventually. Turning its Bates. Lovely ball up from D'Amico Burton. And he joins the attack too. Loose first touch minds, although England are going to keep it. Alfie Dean looking for the run of Stones, wasn't the pass that he was hoping for. Here's Mohammed. Ashton Fox straight on him. Driving forward now is Hamilton. Feeds Stenhouse. Inside he goes, Stenhouse, unlucky. Scotland throw. Well, second change of the night for England incoming. Looks to me like Hugh Cullum is about to make his way on. Bit of confusion as to who's actually coming off. I don't think even the players particularly know who's coming off. It will eventually be Jack Bates who's removed. Had a good game, Jack Bates. Not quite the killer pass that we saw in that fantastic assist against Northern Ireland. They've done a very solid job in the centre of midfield nevertheless. Hugh Cullum, who's from the Suffolk area. Plays for Needham Market, Central Premier Division. Plenty of those at Needham Market Academy will be watching on, I know. Very, very pleased that their boy is representing. Right on the cameras. Corner sent in and just glanced over the bar in the end. I think it might have even skimmed the crossbar. Puff of the cheeks from Harvey Keogh, he knows that was close. Very close indeed. Flick came in from Harry Stephen. Just couldn't quite keep it down. Forward camp, England once again with leg. Baiting Strachan. It will be a Scotland ball in the ends. Forward comes Scotland with Jay Burns. We can find Ryan Mohammed. Joining is the skipper, Kenny McInnes. Scotland with a chance to shoot from the edge of the box. That is not. Absolutely not. Lewis Lorimer was hoping for. Not been Scotland's night so far. Captain Kenny McInnes there will be disappointed with his team. England have won the big moments. Second half has been simple enough to sort of hold Scotland at arm's length, really. This wasn't really on for Dobson. Scotland ball. First touches of the ball there for Hugh Cullen. He's been in the game a while without getting a look in yet. Alfie Dean again picking up a great position. A drive at the heart of the Scotland defence. Now looking to find his striker. Shot comes in from Josh Stones. Just took it a little bit too early. Pulls it wide. Strachan forward. It's tidy from Jay Burns. That's nice. England defensively have been very strong minds. So Jack Beerling has gone very quietly about his business in this match, but he's been very effective. Those holes that have been there for the likes of Alfie Dean to exploit in the England midfield have not been there on the other side, and that's largely been due to the work of Jack Beerling and co. England again strong in the tackle. Chance to break for Alfie Dean. Looks to get Josh Stones on the run. Keep Liam Russell alert. Beerling looking forward and picks out a lovely ball. That's his leg. Clean set of heels. Shown to Strachan. Once more does leg. Still going. Shot comes in. Bit of a swinger. Lovely run though from Freddie Legg, and just judging by that, looks like his race might be run. like Freddie Legg just getting a slight visit from the medical team of the England staff. Scotland come forward again. It's all a little bit simple for England to mop up the danger. Turning nicely is McInnes. And Scotland on the attack here, bit of room for Stenhouse, and another good save from Harvey Keogh. Scotland have threatened in the second half, certainly had more of it compared to the first, and this was a good chance for Stenhouse. Another good save from Harvey Keogh. Has scored already in the Centenary Shield as Lucas Stenhouse. He's got a beautiful curling effort against Northern Ireland in Scotland's only win of the competition so far. And England are indeed going to make a change. It's Kuba Hebda who's just come on. I would imagine Freddie Legg looks like he's fine to continue. It's Bailey Hall who's departed. So Kuba Hebda, who was only drafted into the squad at late notice, makes his Centenary Shield debut. Freddie Legg, I can happily inform you, is back on the field and seems happy enough to continue as well. There he is. This is Cullen. It's been a very solid start to the Centenary Shield so far for England. Going away to Northern Ireland was about the toughest start they could have had, but they passed that trip with flying colours. And just got the sense when talking to coach Richie Alderson before this match got going that he quietly fancied his boys this year. They had a very good group. And at 3-0 with still 18 minutes to play, England have made pretty much the perfect start to the Centenary Shield in 2022. Substitution for Scotland as Ryan Mohammed makes way. It's Oliver Brander who has come on to replace him. And Brodie Watts has also come on as well as Craig Johnston rings the changes. Scotland back on the attack. This is Gibson who's worked really hard tonight. Not too much by way of reward. Here comes Kuba Hebda for the first time for England. With a bit of help, and has it arriving in the shape of Freddie Legg. Sent in. And it will be an England corner. First one of the second half for England. They managed 6 in the first. Plenty in England white attacking it. The referee's going to call for a foul there. It's Brodie Watt who ended up in a heap, and free kick given. Liam Russell keen to get on with things. It's a really good kick from Liam Russell, flags up against Gibson, wouldn't have counted. Brilliant pick out that from Liam Russell, if that was an intended ball through. Well, Josh Stones has the look of a man who's run himself into the ground. He'd dearly love one more opportunity at goal if he can get it. Hat-tricks against Scotland for England do not come around very often. It's Hebder who was tidy. Burton likewise. Beerling always. This is Brody Watt. D'Amico Burton has been really solid since joining us at half-time. Not really put a foot wrong as the England left back. This is Hebder who can turn. Space again for Freddie Legg. Now with Matty Dobson up from right back. Hangs it up. Stones will win the header but couldn't get any power on it. And you can see how much frustration is all over Josh Stones there. I think he quite fancies that hat-trick. That's a foul. Freddie Legg looking to get around Jay Burns. Just keep a hold of it all right though. That's nice from England. Burton. At the concern. Time here for Ashton Fox. Right to Scotland, they're still putting absolutely everything into this, harrying England all over the pitch. Effort was never going to be in question tonight. Craig Johnson simply would not allow that, neither would all these players. For whom putting on the national jersey is always a great source of inspiration. Hasn't gone their way tonight though. It's been a consummate England performance. Free kick goes Scotland's way, fouled by Josh Stones. Well, Scotland still might have a bit of a say in the destination of this Centenary Shield trophy. They host Wales next week in what will be their final game of the tournament. England will host Ireland down at Eastleigh next Friday night. Really looking forward to that one. And the final two fixtures of the tournament see Wales host England, Wales host Ireland. But at the minute, it is England who are heading to the top of the Centenary Shield table, looking for their first individual win in a very long time. Here's Cullen. Cut out and a chance to run here for Scotland. It's the ever-willing Gibson, who just got a hand on his shoulder from Cullen and was happy to take the free kick. Truth, I don't think Gibson was going anywhere particularly quickly there. A yellow card nevertheless for Hugh Cullen's trouble. Chance for Scotland to create an opportunity on goal. Clemoniak is up from the back, so too Harry Stephen. It's going in towards the back post. It's a good looking ball as well from Gibson, as England hoist it clear. And Kuba Hebda fancies a run. He's done well. That's leg, that's a lovely ball. Hebda across the face and an important block in there. In the Scottish defence, it was Matthew Strachan back in there, putting out the fire. Here comes Brodie Watt for Scotland. And still Brodie Watt, and a comfortable save in the end. Lucas Stenhouse made a brilliant run off the ball just to create the space for him. Wondered if initially Brodie Watt was going to try and pick him out, but he went solo. Loose touch in the midfield, a rare one from Beerling, and here come Scotland. This is Jay Burns. And a great tackle in there from Ashton Fox. England will want to keep their clean sheet. Kuba Hebda still battling away here with Clemoniak. And Josh Stones will fancy this. The England captain on a hat-trick has done it. A stunning finish to a perfect night for young Josh Stones. 3 goals with 3 lions on his chest at home to Scotland. Captain's armband on. It's fairy tale stuff for Josh Stones of Shipley College and Guiseley. Great work by Kuba Hebda to do the legwork really in setting it up. It's not great Scotland defending again. But Josh Stones will not care at all about this. It's just his job to finish it. Little deflection, I think, from the trailing Scottish defender. But he has led from the front tonight. He's a throwback of a striker, is Josh Stones. All energy and heart and running. As England make a couple of changes. Thomas Grzeski is coming on. And so too will be Josh Musfari to replace Harvey Keogh. All of England's players getting a run out, which is nice to see. Josh Musfari was a late call-up, the sub-keeper. And he's from this neck of the woods, from Cleveland. Represents the King's Academy in Middlesbrough. too far down the road from us here in Spennymoor. I'm sure there's plenty of friends and family in the crowd at the minute who will have been really, really keen for Josh to make his way onto the pitch, and indeed he has. This is Brodie Watt for Scotland, who will just keep on knocking at the England door. Nico Burton forward. Held up really well by Kuba Hebda. Josh Stones still putting a shift in. This is Alfie Dean. As England start to spray the passes around. Stones. Scotland turn the ball over. Can look to get on the attack. This is Gibson. Combining with Burns. Again, strong defending from England. Oliver Brander in the centre of midfield now for Scotland. Came on around about 10 minutes ago for the skipper Kenny McInnes. Now Gavin Hamilton. Brodie Watt swings in the cross, and that will go all the way through to the goalkeeper Josh Masfari. So all the England subs on, 4 goals on the score sheet, hat-trick for the captain. It has been just about the perfect homecoming for Spennymoor's own Richie Alderson, the England coach. A special, special night for him that he will not forget in a very, very long time, maybe ever. He'd love his team to keep a clean sheet, see the job through, and no danger of it being blown away there. And Lewis Gibson, who, with full credit to him, has not stopped running tonight. He's been the most likely for Scotland since minute 1. Looks like Josh Stones is going to finish the match in the centre of midfield. Job done now for the number 9. He can go sit back and start controlling the tempo. Statement win this tonight for England. In a tournament so far where everyone has been taking points off each other and matches have been close and tight and competitive, this has been the first one where there's been an absolutely clear-cut winner. It will set England up very, very nicely for their remaining 2 games. Coming into tonight, we were at the exact halfway stage of the 2022 Centenary Shields. Quirk in the fixtures means that we're not quite balanced in terms of who's played each other. Wales, for example, have still only played the 1 game. So we'll see 3 more of them in the remaining 4 fixtures in total in Centenary Shield. They'll have a big say in where the trophy ends up going. But at the minute, the team who might have the final say look to be out there tonight in white shirts and blue shorts. And that will do us a perfect homecoming for Richie Alderson, the England coach, and a perfect night for the England captain. 3 goals for Josh Stones, who led from the front and led by example. 4 goals in 2 matches, a hat-trick against Scotland. Shirt and socks absolutely covered in mud, ran himself into the ground. Boys' own stuff from Josh Stones. Those England players worked exceptionally hard tonight and were full value for their 4-0 win. For Craig Johnston and Scotland, they still have something to play for. They host Wales next week, but they will know that their chance at Centenary Shield glory this year has come to an end. We'll leave you tonight with the league table. England shoot to the top of it. 6 goals scored, only the 1 conceded. They will host the Republic of Ireland next Friday night in front of our cameras. And in fact, we can have a little look at the fixtures still to come in the inspiresport Centenary Shield 2022. Next week we've got Scotland against Wales. England will then take on the Republic of Ireland. That is a massive game in terms of who will lift the Centenary Shield at the end of the tournament. Wales will then have a very big say as they host both England and Ireland. Thank you so much for joining us tonight from Spennymoor. A packed house in the northeast has been treated to a fantastic England performance. A happy homecoming, a hat-trick hero. All smiles for the young 3 Lions. Final score in the Centenary Shield: England 4, Scotland 0.